Move out, fire team. This plan your worm has brought us, is that all she has to offer?
I'm just as frustrated as you are. I hate the Hive, Saladin. Hate them. You know.
No point in raging against something we can't change, I suppose. Instead, let's take that fire to our enemies.
To the seas of Titan, until the tides retreat at my name!
You're on site, Guardian. I'll draw away their commander while you get the job done. almost like we planned it, Guardian. Let's think a little more and do it again.
The whetstone awaits. Bring your violence like a wave against mine stones.
We're making good time heading into this first descent. You know, given everything I've read about the Hive factions eating each other alive, this makes sense.
Pitting our enemies against each other is always a viable battle plan. But since Savathun's death, we haven't seen the usual power vacuum. I have a hard time believing the Witch Queen's corpse retains enough power to do much of anything beyond being a trap.
Enemies incoming. We already lost these Guardians. Let's avenge them. Fix that extractor and I'll pull the bulk of the Hive away from you.
Blade and scabbard part ways! Bear your violence upon mine altar!
Not sure how, but it's working. Now defend this position. sector are in the deeper shelves. Descend and keep your weapons close.
Do you really think Asa would lead us into a trap after all this?
Not on purpose, but we're nearing an end. This is when we have to be at our most cautious. One false step is all it takes. We die fighting, or survive the end to lay down our arms and become something else. Those are the only two options I can see.
Okay, partner. Get drilling while I get loud and make a diversion for you.
sector are in the deeper shelves. Descend and keep your weapons close.
Egregore samples accounted for. Guardian, we're clear to engage their commander.
Kulazad, bound by war, conquered from trickery, I invoke your death! Kulazad, bound by war, conquered from trickery, I invoke your death!
read the report on Rasputin. Makes me wonder if there will be a place for people like us when this is all over.
People like us.
Fighters. Warriors. If I'm aiming to keep on living the day after the witness bites a bullet.
Keitel speaks of similar apprehensions. She holds it noble to fight for a time one may never see. Whether a place exists for you there is entirely within your own making. Peace isn't a lack of purpose. It's an opportunity to define one.
This is awful.
Sure is. You ever been outside of Seoul?
Never had a reason to.
Can't say I recommend it. Saw some stuff while I was out there. Bad stuff. A world colder than you can imagine. Creatures that suppressed the light. My crew. Let's just say we wore out our welcome. Creatures started closing in. Trigger fingers got itchy. Some of us froze to death. A lightless, final death. The others, they didn't go so quiet. Not until I shut them up. Not sure how long I stayed after that. Had to mod my ghost to survive. Used the parts from... I did what it took to get off-world. And now I'm here.
I'm no stranger to combat, but... How did you leave it all behind?
I didn't. Some things you carry with you forever. But eventually, they stop feeling too heavy to lift.
Thanks for the drink, Drifter.
Anytime, Sloan.
calamity. That which cannot, must not come to pass. A wordless denial. A fleeting God. Betrayal. And escape. The pursuit for the final shape.
We're almost there. My link with Asa feels crystal clear. It's a little frightening, but strangely comforting, too. A lot changed while I was gone. It feels like the entire universe moved on without me, and now I'm struggling to catch up. Old enemies became new allies. New enemies wield the light against us. And old allies, friends, like Amanda. Sometimes I wonder, if I returned to the tower, would it even be my home anymore? Or would I just be a phantom? A forgotten memory wandering its streets at night? Xivu Arath's voice keeps telling me I don't belong there. That the battlefield is my home. That it always has been. Maybe she's right. Maybe reliving what I went through over and over again is a way for me to stay in familiar territory. To remain in the hell that I know. And avoid the one I dread. Either way, the mission comes first. I have to see it through to the end, regardless of where I end up when it's done.
I see you. You see me too? Ah, good, good. Then it is all working. You, me, this projector. Even if we sometimes falter. There is a war building in Sloane's eyes. One that Xivu Arath will exploit, as she did with Osiris. Savathun wore his face. But it was Xivu Arath who took his light. Her whips drove him into a frenzy, lured him into danger, forced Sagira's sacrifice, and left him to die. Now she twists my thoughts into thorns, draws out the faces of the suffering Elixni into my dreams. She whispers that I took pleasure in their pain. I see their eyes as they died by my hands. And they see me. She does not lie. She challenges what you hold as a strength. Osiris' ambition, my protection. Sloane's duty. I have felt how the right word, the right face, can incite one to violence. But I have changed. What she has taken, it will not break me. Sloane is no warrior of glass, but the war within her. Even stone crumbles under enough strife. Stay with her, Guardian, as I should have with Osiris. We must offer her what support we are able. Even if she does not want it.
ever forward march of time has a humorous way of looping in on itself. Doesn't it?
In some ways, a long-lived perspective makes it difficult not to see trends die and resurface.
Do you think that's how the Witness sees us? Variations of potential, or lack thereof?
What's really on your mind?
Sloane. She is singularly focused on her mission. That type of focus. You forget to come up for air. It's like a death when it's over.
Your command can be an anchor. Keep her from drifting. That's what I try to do for you.
I seem to recall pushing back against your methods quite often.
The Dark Age drove us to extremes. Your style of leadership is more refined than mine.
It wasn't long ago that I was your pupil. Since then, I'd like to think we've developed a trust beyond authority or duty. How did you foster that friendship while being my superior?
You're not listening, Zavala. I didn't. Remember, you left my tutelage. All I did was give you the lessons I thought you needed to survive. Nothing more.
You're saying I can't be all things?
I'm saying I can't tell you what you want, because our friendship was not of my making. When the Iron Lords fell, when the Red Legion caged the Traveler, when the pyramids filled our skies, my heart was not open. You were. Despite your doubts, others see you as a pillar of strength. They're drawn to the shade you provide. Just stay standing.
my words. Please, heed them well. Before you can confront the witness, you must understand it. The witness's first victims were once like you, struggling for survival, bolstered by hope, until their hopes became reality. They called it the Gardener, their deity of life. It ushered them into a golden age. For eons they prospered, but their newfound god never spoke to them. It lavished them with gifts, but not with guidance. And though they lived in paradise, they came to crave a greater purpose. They desired meaning, structure, a winnower, to shape the garden. Their scholars discovered that the Gardener shared a connection with another entity among the stars. They called it the Veil, and when they found it, they arrived to claim it. They already knew much about the light, how it could bend the laws of the universe and create life. But they came to realize that it could bring ruin just as easily. The cosmic events it set in motion could wipe out entire civilizations in a heartbeat, without reason. And so they saw the light, not as a source of prosperity, but of unfettered chaos. By studying the Veil, they came to know the darkness. A power that was shaped by thought and consciousness. And in the darkness, they found the means to carve away the chaos of existence, to calcify it into a final shape. Eternal and perfected. They brought the Veil back to the Gardener in an attempt to strengthen their connection. There, they could reshape reality itself. The Gardener would not allow it, and so it fled their world. But they would not be deterred. Having witnessed the truth in the darkness, they used its binding power to merge themselves into the salvation they craved. Thus began the Witness's pursuit, its campaign to impose meaning on a meaningless universe. One that is nearly at its end.
Well, now we've heard what Asa had to tell us. We know our enemy better than ever. To think that it all started with the need for purpose. How that need became an obsession. What bothers me most is how much I understand it. This mission. It's my purpose, my reason for being. my guiding light. Without it, I'm lost. I don't know who I am or what I'm supposed to do. And that lack of direction, it's harder to face than 1,000 battles. I felt the same about my previous mission when I held the line on Titan. And if I'm being honest, it feels like I failed. I survived, but for what reason? What was it all meant to achieve? The only answer I've found is to learn what Asa knows. If I can do that, it will all have been worth it. Our link ended before Asa could explain how to get through the portal. The bond took its toll. But we'll both be ready again soon. When that time has come and gone, then I can feel like I accomplished the mission.
Change of plans. Xivu Arath struck while you were returning from the dive. Hive deception slipped through our guard, and Asa was targeted by a Hive ritual. Xivu Arath's voice tore through the air like a wall of swords. We think it wounded Asa, but she swam off to try and interrupt the ritual before we could do anything. Zavala and Sloane are tracking her to the ritual site, and I am mobilizing the Iron War beasts to support them. We need you in the fight, Guardian. I'm sending coordinates to your ghost, but we have no idea what to expect there. Deploy to the ritual site and disrupt the Hive. The hunt is on.
You never did tell me why you trust the Nine so much.
Oh, I don't. Not even a little. I trust Orin.
Orin?
Long story. The short of it is, I may have had a feeling or two for somebody a long time ago. Somebody that lost themselves along the way. But there's a little piece of her still out there. A sliver. Who still has a feeling or two for the somebody I could be. So I trust her. Because she ain't never steered me wrong, no matter how rotten I was. Because at the end of the day, maybe we gotta put our faith in something other than ourselves, even if we're too stubborn to admit it.
I didn't expect you to put a lot of stock in faith.
And I didn't expect you to lose yours and keep moving. Guess we're all full of surprises, ain't we?
I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt that you're being genuine.
Oh, I'm always genuine. People just ain't always paying attention. For real, though, Moondust might have given me a push. Thought it'd help.
Sounds like familiar advice. Is it, though? Helping?
No joke? I think so.
Then we have that in common, too.
Commander, we've picked up Asa's trail deep below Kraken Mar, behind Xivu Arath's battle lines.
Understood. The Deputy Commander, Saint, and I will set up a perimeter to draw the Hive's attention. Then the Guardian can break through unscathed.
The Iron War beasts prepared to support our assault. Say the word.
Keep them in reserve until the Guardian has eyes on Asa.
Daylight's burning, and she's in pain. I can feel it.
I'll find you on the field, Sloane. Hit your marks, and we'll get this done. Move out.
Fire team, check in. I've reached my position on the left flank. I've encountered a ritual.
I'm setting up on the right. Looks like a smaller ritual site here, too.
Pushing toward the commander's position now.
My drop pod is deploying to your location, Sloan. Drifter, you're on tack.
Well, alright. Taking energy, spiking up ahead of you, hero.
That must be Asa. Ah! My arm! Whatever they're doing, it's getting worse. If we're gonna do something about it, now's the time!
Guardian, start pushing forward. As soon as Saladin's pod hits ground, we launch our diversion.
Pod grounded. I'm in position.
Guardians, strike! Fire team, report! Saint and I hold the left flank!
It is working. We throw them off the Guardian.
Enemy reinforcements flooding the right flank. We're holding.
This line doesn't fall back.
Okay, hotshot. It's all you now. Found the long girl. Guardian's almost there. Dropping a ping to the fire team.
Taking fire! Repositioning!
I've got you.
They are overrunning our position. Zavala!
Drop pods and focus fire on their ritualists! No one gets past us!
These rituals, they're trying to take Asa!
That's a whole lot of magic. And I bet those wizards are holding the reins. Get in there and start breaking things. Every wizard you put in the dirt makes a dent. Plug away, hero.
Asa just got a second wind, Guardian. Whatever you're doing, keep it up.
Warrior of the sky.
Hold on, Asa. We're coming!
The coward flesh must be taken.
Last one. Long girl should be home free.
Excellent work, Guardian. Fire team, check in.
Down to a sword, but Hive and Taken forces routed.
They will not run far. So many Titans. We encircle them like impenetrable walls.
Clear your zones and fall back to defensive positions around Asa as she swims back to the arcology.
Consider it done. War beasts, you fought well. Extra rations for all.
What's Asa's status?
I've got an eye on her, and I'm shipping a transmat beacon your way. Hold on to your boots.
Xivu Arath's forces are in full retreat.
Good. Time to complete the mission.
Our dance will never end. I am war. You carry my banner. Cling to me like hope. What are you without me? Sink into my embrace. Drown in the deep. Fight forever.
Stand down, Deputy. Sometimes the battle is stepping away from the battle. We're with you all the way.
The true path lies obscured, but she knows the way. She who hides truth in deception. The Witch Queen must rise.
We're lying on Savathun. This is what it's come to.
Tell me you're not serious.
I am. Asa has given us a way to follow the witness.
This cannot be the only way.
Everyone in this room understands the risks. But we finally have a path forward. We can't wait for another.
The Empress won't take kindly to this news.
You stand on her counsel. Convince her.
I cannot watch the Witch Queen rise again, Zavala. To scheme against us. To steal another face? No!
She won't be given the opportunity. Eris and Ikora will keep the situation under our control.
Imaru isn't one to be baited into a trap.
Not a trap. A bargain. We're all against the witness. Savathun's ghost has no choice but to cooperate.
I'll convey your decision and assurances to the Empress. Commander, Guardians.
We tried to control the Witch Queen before. I saw how that ended, Zavala. It is a treacherous path. When she strays, as I know she will, even one claw.
My fist will be right behind yours.
I hope I am wrong. But right now, I cannot see how. Osiris will hear of this. I imagine he will have words too.
There's a long night ahead of us. Let's be the beacons others need to follow. At least until we make it through this.
We did it, Guardian. Cut a swath through the Taken and got the intel we needed.
Commander, on Titan, I had a moment of weakness. Xivu Arath.
At ease, Sloan. You resisted the will of a hive god. An apology isn't necessary.
Everything I'd done since they took Titan. That was the moment. And I almost faltered.
A metal tested leaves an impression. Something Saladin used to recite when we were young.
It's more than an impression. I accepted a lot, thinking I wasn't coming back. When we secured Titan before, it was survival. But we had hope, a goal. We won, and it was over. This time, something's dragging me back, like that struggle's all there is.
That sounds all too familiar.
Oh?
I was married once.
You're kidding. What was her name, this woman who wooed old man Zavala?
Sophia. Together, we raised a son. Hakim.
Oh.
It was the Dark Age. I was Saladin's charge. Young, reckless, enchanted by a warm memory now.
I've never heard you talk about those days. Is Renpier's drunken noodle still there, or did we lose it in some catastrophe?
It's still standing. Expanded, actually. Let's talk in person. I'll clear the night schedule.
Uh-oh. Must be for someone important.
An old friend.
Well, I don't know what I would have done if Renpier's blew up while I was gone. Sometimes those noodles held me together.
We would have rebuilt it. Brick by brick, if that's what it took.